Have you ever opened your old French notebook and you're like, oh my god, I forgot everything? Then this video is for you. Bonjour, welcome to La Forêt. This is Afra, your French teacher, and today in this video we are going to talk about how to restart your French after a long break of few months or maybe a few years due to any reason, your work, studies, career, or maybe personal reasons. If you want to learn French again and you feel stuck, you feel underconfident, or you feel like maybe I forgot everything or I need to start from the beginning, then in this video I will share some very important and useful tips and tricks for you to restart the French again and regain your confidence. So watch the video till the end. First of all, very important thing I need to tell you is, if you've ever learned French, even a little, then you have not forgot the language. Whenever you're starting learning French again, you don't need to start from a difficult topic or an unknown topic that you have never learned before. Because at this stage, the goal is to regain the confidence. And if you'll start with a difficult topic, you feel like you're not understanding things because you still need to revise the topics that you learned long ago. In this case, you need to start with some basic grammar, simple words, or vocabularies that you have learned already before that are familiar to you. So if you'll start with those topics, you'll regain your confidence. Also, you'll revise everything. So next topic will become easier for you to understand. Next important topic is speaking. This is where most of you feel stuck. You think like we'll start once we'll learn some grammar, learn some French, and then we will start speaking. But this is not how it works. Even if you know a little French, some grammar, some vocabularies, and you can make simple sentences, or maybe introduce yourself, start speaking immediately. If you don't have a partner to speak to yourself. Speak in front of the mirror. Speak while cooking, cleaning, traveling, or whenever you feel like you can speak. You can also start recording yourself speaking. And if you feel like I don't know enough French to start speaking, you're wrong. Because even if you know some sentences, even if you had to read some sentences and speak, even that works. Also, there is one technique called shadowing that you can use for speaking. Shadowing is a technique where you watch a video or a movie, and in that video or movie, you try to observe the speaker, the native speaker, and you try to copy them as close as you can. This technique is really useful. Copying natives, their accent, their techniques, their pronunciation will help you in a lot of things. From sentences, sentence structures, to vocabularies, to pronunciation, everything will get better. Always remember, you have to be an active learner. Passive learning, like watching videos or listening to podcasts or reading books, it definitely help you in learning new words, sentences, structures. But if you're not practicing writing yourself or speaking yourself, then you will never be able to write or speak. For improving your writing and speaking, you have to practice it. You have to use those vocabularies, those sentences that you are reading and listening in your writing and speaking. The best way is you have to make a daily routine, in which routine you include everything: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Always remember, you have to be consistent in learning a language. Consistency is very important. Even if you're learning 1 hour daily, it is a lot better than studying for 8 hours once a week. Because what you're doing is you're making a habit. You're making a habit to understand the language, to speak in a language. You're learning a lot of vocabularies, a lot of verbs, a lot of sentences or grammar daily. And this is not possible that you learn all of that in 1 day and then you remember everything. That does not work in a language. You have to give proper time every day to all of the things: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. For next topic is grammar. You don't have to be too much obsessed with grammar. No doubt grammar is important for you. It is your friend. It is there to help you understand the sentence structures, the language. But what you need to do is you have to practice whenever you learn a new topic. Because eventually, if you're not practicing grammar, you will learn, you'll understand, and you will forget. So practice locks everything in your mind. One very important thing that you have to keep in mind is never compare yourself with others. Comparing yourself with others will only bring your confidence down because everyone is different, everyone's pace is different. And some people are good in grammar, some are good in reading or maybe listening, or some are good in speaking. But you have to find your strong points and you have to work on your weak points. And this is how you will grow. So, what you need to do is learn yourself what you need to work on and then fix targets. Maybe for 15 minutes or 30 minutes of listening, 15 minutes of grammar, and you're good to go. One thing that personally I think that helped me a lot in learning this language is surrounding myself with this language. I turned my phone's language in French. Also, I surrounded myself with French francophone people. I made some francophone friends. When you're learning a language, you have to be interested in that language. I used to be curious what this is called in French. I used to see stuff around me and I used to think, okay, what this chair is called in French or what table is called in French. And I used to make sentences like, how would I say this in French? How would I say that in French? And always, whenever I used to write something or I used to speak, I used to try to speak or write that in French. Obviously, I used to get stuck there, but I immediately use translator and translate how to say this and then say that. And this is what you too have to do. Surround yourself with friends. Be curious, be interested in this language, and be consistent. And trust me, if you've decided to learn French again, then you're already on the track. Just have confidence in yourself, and whenever you feel stuck or demotivated, just remember why you started, or just remember how long you've come. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe for more such videos, and see you in the next video. Salut! If you found